I'm so amazed that I kept all the Endgame spoilers that I knew, you know? Like, I knew that he died, I knew that we came back, I knew that Captain America got the hammer, like all those things, I knew those things, and I don't know how I kept them a secret.
Your Indian fans went absolutely berserk when they saw you return in Avengers Endgame.
Oh really? Fantastic.
And even the moment with Iron Man was, you know, it got everybody teary-eyed. What was that moment like you to shoot that entire sequence with Iron Man and coming back?
It was interesting because when we shot that scene with Robert, there was no real script at all. It was just Kevin Feige, the two Russo brothers, myself, Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, and Don Cheadle, and they kind of brought us to set. They kind of told us what was gonna happen, or what they wanted to happen, and then we sort of just improvised, if I can remember correctly. So it was a really, really interesting way to shoot such a kind of pivotal scene of the movie, but it was a really emotional day, and I mean, looking back on it now, it was maybe the craziest day I've ever had on set, you know. But it was really amazing and turned out to be a fantastic scene.
One of the lines that really got to me in the trailer of Spider-Man Far From Home was the world needs an Iron Man. So do you think Spider-Man has what it takes to take the legacy forward of Iron Man?
Yes, I think he does. I think he does, but he has to realize that himself, you know. And this film isn't about him becoming Iron Man. This film is about him becoming Spider-Man, you know. And he needs to realize that he's more powerful than he knows, and that this responsibility of being this superhero is never going to go away. So he needs to do the best he can do with it and make sure he makes the world a better place for it.
From RDJ to Jake Gyllenhaal, what can fans expect from that dynamic of you and Mysterious?
It's interesting because Tony Stark was always a mentor to Peter, but Quentin Beck is like a best friend to Peter. They become really, really close really quickly. And it's interesting for him to kind of have a teammate, you know. He's either been in these big, huge battles with the Avengers or just solo. And now it's just him and this other guy as a team. So it's quite nice for him to have a buddy, a partner in crime, if you like.
We can't talk about Tom Holland without spoilers, and you've been bringing your A game, you know, throughout the entire press tour, which is very commendable.
Well, yes.
But how have you tamed yourself from not spilling out anything?
Do you know what? I'm so amazed that I kept all the Endgame spoilers that I knew, you know? Like, I knew that he died, I knew that we came back, I knew that Captain America got the hammer, like all those things, I knew those things, and I don't know how I kept them a secret. I don't know how, but I'm proud, I'm really happy I did, because they're such a great surprise in the film.
So throughout, you know, MCU, we've been seeing Spider-Man, you know, the becoming of Spider-Man into what he is now. But we also see a tendency of maturity in Spider-Man Far From Home because he has to grow up. Mm-hmm. So how has that progression been for you as an actor to take the, like I said, the legacy of Spider-Man forward?
I don't know if he's necessarily matured that much. I mean, he is still 15, 16. But he is definitely more aware of his kind of ability and his power and his responsibility. So I think his immaturity, is that a word?
Yeah.
Is that he doesn't realize how powerful he is, and then throughout the film he realizes that he's got this responsibility sort of bestowed on his shoulders.
Finally, we get the introduction of multiverse in the MCU. Can you tell us anything else about that? Like, whatever you can, like what fans can be anticipated for?
I can tell you nothing because I actually know nothing.
But you were a part of it.
I know, I think, yeah,
Anything.
I can't really talk about the multiverse. What I can say is that I think I said it wrong in the film.
Okay.
Because I think in an American accent it's multiverse.
Okay.
And I said multiverse. And I've realized that only a few interviews ago. So I think I'm gonna have to go back and re-record me saying multiverse.
We also say multiverse in India.
Right, we say multiverse in England, but I think in America they say multiverse. Multiverse.